I've learned that the race of life goes not to the person who starts out first, but to the person who slows down last. I ran a marathon the following April to my father's death in Boston, and they were taking the grandstands down when I got in, but that didn't bother me. But it became so compelling as an experience that I've run a marathon every year for 44 consecutive years until this year, when I'm probably going to do a half a marathon. I'm a geriatrician. There are very few of us, but it's an important job because it studies aging in its broadest context. And the wonderful thing about studying aging is it's not a disease. Aging is not a disease. So it needs a totally different paradigm, is the word, the organizational framework, because all of our current medical system, of which I have been a member my whole life, is disease focused. And it's not working. It's broken. Being a doctor for old people means that you inevitably are there at the terminus if you're a good doctor. And I have participated in hundreds, if not more, deaths. I'd like you to think that that's more a reflection of my clientele than of my skill. I have this little quip that I say I want to be a beachcomber. Why? Because as a beachcomber it's cheap and it avoids institutionalization. I do not want to die in an institution. And a beachcomber, it's cheap, it's safe. If you fall down, you don't hurt yourself. If you poo or pee on a beach, it goes out. And if you act crazy on a beach, you're supposed to be crazy. So a beachcomber is a good thing. And when the final fall comes, then the high tide takes you out where life all began in the first place. 100 healthy years is our birthright. And I think it's our responsibility to see that. Once we know that, I think that it's up to us all to pull our oar to see that we give that to our community. None of us are alone. We're interdependent. Fitness is 30 years younger than unfitness. So I simply created the idea of 2 hourglasses. One is a fit glass and one is an unfit glass. It's the same glass, the same support, same sand, but one has a smaller aperture. And fitness snugs up your aperture so that you drain your grains of sand at a slower rate. So I have one hourglass that empties in an hour and one empties in 40 minutes. And that is the unfit glass. If he snugged up his aperture, it could still be draining sand for a full hour.
Is that what you think you've done with your own body?
I hope that that's what I am, a slow draining hourglass.
How many more years, healthy years, do you think you have?
Oh, I'm counting on 16. I have a I'm throwing a hell of a party on my 100th birthday. Everybody's invited.